Let's get this figured out. This road gon' give me whatever I need until I get this vision out. Then they gon' pay me whatever I ask, cause I got it figured out. Family be checking all up on a nigga to see how I'm feeling now. Damn, they love to see a nigga really make a killing now. I put a lock on the game and I hide the code and the keys. I am not playing no games, I really play this shit for keeps. That shit for me.
MaddenHeadz YouTube. What's going on? It is your boy, Coach DC, coming back at you today with another video, and you see the footwork. You see the greatness. You see the glory. The great Tim Tebow. Y'all know what it is, man. Look at him. Get it up, Tim. Get it up, man. Let me give you a minute. Get it up, Tim. Get it up. Get it up. Run it up in here, Tim. That's what we talking about. Yeah, man. So anyway, man, you know, this Madden22 thing, man, it's coming with a lot of mixed reviews. But today we're going to jump off into the running game as you see Tim out front and splat. Lead blocking, showing all the great leadership and just morals and ethics and just Tim, man. Y'all some haters, man. Anyway, look at Trap. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So today we're gonna jump off into this running game, getting busy in between the tackles, man. You know, and you know, running off tackle and stuff. And so in past years, I guess, you know, a lot of what's really happened in Madden has been, we've only really been able to run at certain angles. It's like everybody does, you know, they run straight through the hole and break out, and, you know, then we start wiggling or, you know, whatever, ball switching and all that stuff. And so it's like it's kind of like the running game has been a little bit gimmicky in past years. And in this year, one thing I love about the running game this year is you can run with physicality. You can run at you know, different angles now. Now, you know, it's cool to sidestep a little bit, you know, as you run and fade away from the defender and then set him up, you know, for you to drop that shoulder into him, you know, some yards later. You can constantly change the angles by changing your speeds, you know, coming up and off of the speed burst. So that's the main thing, is like when you get the ball, you want to have really, really, really good stick pressure. Watch him put that foot in the ground right there, and see right there, come up off of it right there, just a little bit, allow your blockers to get out in front and then get back on it. Yes. So the ability to change speeds this year is very, very, very important, you know, in terms of if you're going to run inside. You know, the stick pressure is running with physicality. And I say this, I've said this so many times, fellas, you have to have good stick pressure. And see, one thing you'll notice is the more stick pressure you have, you'll actually notice the shoulders, you know, of the ball carrier kind of drop. You know, they always say in football, run behind your pads. And that's what the great backs used to do, you know, and they still do it now. They run behind their pads, you know. Now into today's game, because it's so spread out and a lot of these formations have, you know, 3x1s and all those kind of sets with, you know, multiple receiver and tight end sets. And so it's all about putting that foot in the ground and not losing momentum. And that's where the stick pressure comes into play. Pre-snap, you should have great stick pressure, and you should slightly tilt your left stick towards the hole that you're running, you know, wherever you see the void in the defense. And sometimes the best move is no move. You know, I mean, sometimes the juke moves, and I know it always looks pretty when the guys get in the open field and they do the stop and goes and all that stuff. But what happens if you can't get to the open field? You know, these guys are shooting gaps and all this stuff. And so You have to be able to hold your water, so to speak, you know, from when the handoff occurs. And sometimes, guys are going to shoot those gaps, especially on this game. And so really sometimes that's what you want, because they're going to shoot that gap at full speed because they're assuming that you're hitting the hole at full speed. Jesus, what just happened over there? Hey man, that's that guy going low, man. Take him on like a man. So yeah, and it's just so many different running styles, and I like all of them. The guys who get outside and the guys who do their thing, man. Guys like Rain, man, shoot, they do some crazy stuff, man. Like AB, all them kind of cats, man, they do some really sick kind of stuff with the stick. You know what I'm saying? And in order to get to that level, you first got to know how to run inside. They're patient runners, but at the same time, when they get in open field, it's almost impossible to tackle them. And so there are a lot of guys out there who like that, who you may know of and may not, especially like in my leagues, man. There's some guys with some great stick, and so, but it's really about, for me, like for my particular running style, how I look at it, I'm going to play it like it's real football. I'm going to look at the box, I'm going to motion, and I'm going to do all my whole smoke and mirror thing to try to see if I can get the defense to move. And so once I identify, see, that's exactly right there. That's a prime example of just letting up off of the stick. See, the slower you go, the more dexterity you have, meaning you can go side to side. The great Tim Tebow is in the game. Let's see what Tim does. Oh man, look at Tim. Look at the effort. Look at Tim, man. Always giving it up for the team, man. Right there. And sometimes, as you see how slow I'm running right there, it's not about how fast you hit the hole. Sometimes we're probably a little bit overzealous, and we get on that speed burst so fast. It's like we create the block sheds by hitting the hole as hard as we can. Sometimes don't just let your blockers get out in front of you. Allow them to drive block. They're bigger guys. They're 330-pound guys. And so, if I get the handoff and I can take my time, allow them to drive block just a little bit, then once I start to attack the hole, now we're getting movement, and the holes will naturally open up, as they either, succeed or fail in their inside leverage, outside leverage, whatever they're trying to, do on that particular play. And so it's about patience in the hole sometimes, especially on this next gen stuff. On next gen, it is, whoa. On the current Gen 22, you can still do it. I mean, as I'm showing you right here, it's stick pressure and patience. On the current gen, it just moves a little bit faster, more natural to what we are used to as Madden players, but it's still the same result, because you just have to be a little bit more concentrated and focused on it, on the current gen. But I mean, running with physicality is the same thing. Stick pressure, and as you are engaged in tackles, let me give you guys this. As a guy's coming up to tackle you or whatever. Watch. Let me see. Is this clip? Yeah. Watch this cut right here, though. I should have slow-moed this. Watch this cut. Stick pressure. Let up. And back out. Yeah. You can get it like that. You know what I'm saying? Then once you get in the open field, you can, see, and even against those inside stuff guys and, those D-line users, I don't like you guys. I don't. You D-line users. Yeah. And so anyway, those manual D-line users that just blow up everything. Ouch. Hey, man, get up, son. He's out for the year too, man. In real life, man. Oh, that hurt. Seriously. Yeah. Man, prayers for that dude, man. Yep. ETN. But yeah, look at that same thing. That slow, that back cut. Let the flow of the defense, let the positioning and all that stuff, let them dictate to you the hole. All you have to do is be patient. But sometimes, fellas, you got to put your head down, and that's where that. Anytime you're engaged or the tackle comes, you start pressing that, tapping the A or the X button, and also, making sure your stick pressure is good, and maybe tapping the speed burst. You'll break a lot of those inside tackles like this. Like, look at this, just churning. That's what I call it. It's like you're churning, baby. You get inside, man, protect the ball, and you're churning in there. Yep. Get inside, know where to go. And so often in Madden, like I was saying, it's like we're so used to having to run around it or through it and then do the wiggle thing. But trying to run around it now will get you in trouble. You got to get those shoulders square. You want to be north and south. I mean, you can run outside. I mean, you can run inside to get outside, but as soon as you can get those shoulders squared, yeah, that's my new little thing right here, man. The draw plays. Yeah, I better go check out them draw plays, man. Them traps and zones and all those plays, man. Those plays work now. I'm telling you, it's all about patience, especially if there's like a pulling guard or something like that. It's best like that. Just take your time, let them get in front. Like watch this wham block right here by the tight end. Watch him step over, wham. It's just patience. Right there, cut it up the field, try to get your shoulders square. That's one thing I'm working on is trying to get my shoulders back square as quick as I can. I'm still a little drifty when it comes out. And so I'm getting caught a few times because I'm not getting my shoulders directly back north and south, And so, I mean, but that'll come with repetition. And so, I mean, even don't forget, guys, the impact blocking this year is serious. Watch this, even on the wide receiver, I give him the impact block as he goes across the formation, right? So once I give it to him, watch his block, bam. And then we just get outside. Yep, there I am drifting yet again. Yep. So, yeah, I think the next one, man, we're going to get back into some passing window stuff, man. Watch this, man. Throwing with anticipation. Good strong lead, click on, catch it, and go. Hey, man, you guys keep getting the virtual sessions. They are up at CoachDC404.com. I'll have a few more up this week, man. I appreciate the support, man. And, things are going well. PCEN leagues, we're just waiting on the patch, guys. Once the patch comes, then we'll start moving forward with everything else. Appreciate you, each and every one of you guys. Again, be safe out there. It's Coach DC. All right.